This week at the 119th Wing, we are participating in Operation Chastise, which is a domestic operations exercise for the state of North Dakota. They're simulating a natural disaster at the Garrison Dam, and then the 119th Wing on this side of the state gets incorporated into that exercise and how we can support the state and its mission. So this week for the exercise, we have multiple areas at the 119th Wing that are acting and executing their missions. So first of all, we have our Emergency Operations Center that stands up, and that's a support function to provide capabilities requested by Joint Force Headquarters. So in the Emergency Operations Center, each unit is represented, so it's a communications and a command and control way to get information and then have those units execute their missions. In addition to that, our CE, our Civil Engineer Squadron, they are executing a debris clearance team to help remove debris and help clear the way and do what the state calls upon them to do.
So what we're doing out here today is we're simulating that a natural disaster has occurred, and right behind me we have our debris clearing kit. So it's got a bunch of like chainsaws, pickaxes, stuff that we could go in and set up, and say like we have some trees that have fallen down and like a main road or a bridge or something like that. We can utilize this equipment to effectively remove that debris and allow movement of vehicles and personnel.
Our Force Support Squadron, along with our medical group, we stand up our state active duty and in-processing line.
What we have going on today is we have airmen that are coming over to in-process for state active duty. We're ensuring that their CACs aren't expired, that they have the proper documentation on them. We're going through a lot of forms to ensure that their pay is correct, their records are updated appropriately, that their life insurance is accurate, that their record of emergency data is accurate, and then making sure that everything is good to go before they go out the door and start their missions. The reason that's important is because we want to make sure that we have the proper personnel in place to take care of the mission, to ensure that our state and nation are taken care of and properly supported.
And in addition to that, our 119th Security Forces will be providing the overall base security, and they'll also be doing some force protection condition measures later in the exercise as well. Our remotely piloted aircraft, the MQ-9, is going to be called up as well.
So this exercise is really important to both the wing, the state, and the 119th Operations Group, and the launch and recovery element for the MQ-9s that fly locally. It gives us the option to exercise some of our more logistical side of things that would happen if these emergencies were to take place across the state, whether it be at the wing, out over Bismarck, over the dam. We are currently flying over the Garrison Dam over Lake Sakakawea. So we are using our synthetic aperture radar to take still images to get pictures of the dam through the clouds and help the JOC out in Bismarck, kind of giving them the perspectives that they're looking for to help the training environment.
For the 119th Wing, this exercise allows us to work on capabilities that we have in the domestic operations side of our mission essential skills. It helps us to understand the processes that we need to go through so that when a real world situation occurs, we'll have established a foundation for these capabilities.